Beamng has a long list of cars to drift, and an even longer list of cars to mod in the game. So I figured I'd try to narrow it down to the best handling ones, in my opinion. The first one being this Mitsubishi Pessima right here. And this one is actually from Beamng themselves. It is not a modded car, and man, it does not disappoint. The power to weight ratio is absolutely amazing. It's got enough power to do absolutely anything you want, and not too heavy, not too light.
It just feels right.
This car is perfect for like all levels of drifting. Beginner, advanced, it can do almost anything you want. And there's a decent amount of customization on this too. I mean, it's not like a lot of different engines or anything, but I mean, I got the variable boost turbocharger right there. So you can mess with the PSI for this one, and it can rev really high too. I mean, look, it's going up to almost 9,000 RPMs. And compared to some of the others that you're going to see on this list, it's definitely on the lower powered side. But again, I'm hitting third gear like it's absolutely nothing. Watch, it's about to hit fourth too. Give me a second. Hold on. Fourth. Okay, really great timing. Not really sure how much power this is, but it's the perfect amount in my opinion. Now moving on to one of the modded ones, the JBX 100. Or 200, I can't remember. Yeah, no, 100 right there. I was honestly really hesitant to throw this one on the list because I'm pretty sure everyone's heard about it or has it already. It is very, very popular, and it's for very good reason. This car handles amazingly. It's got stupid angle. Look at that angle. Look at that. Crazy angle, crazy power. This is one of the best drift car mods I've ever found. And of course, with it being like a JDM-S car, even though it's a four-door, it's still not that heavy. I'm not actually sure how heavy it is, but it doesn't feel that heavy. The power to weight ratio is definitely there. Like I'm hitting fourth gear pretty comfortably. Oh, that's a lot of cops. One of the reasons I think this car handles so good is because it's based off a car from Beamng. It's based off the Bishu 100 or 200 BX, something like that. It's really just that, just with a four-door and like lots of different add-ons to give it more power, more angle, all that fun stuff. And there is a wheel pack. I'm not sure if I have it on. Please let me know. But I don't think it affects the handle. I think it's just for looks. Also, I've yet to mention this, but I'm going to have honorable mentions of some cars that I just had too many cons to even put on the list. So that'll be at the end of the video. Stay tuned. But of course, this car does come with some cons. One of them being, since it's got some decent power, it kind of likes to overheat relatively quickly in my opinion. And also, when you're hitting full angle, the wheel will like shake and vibrate. Like wheel lock. I don't even know what it is. It's weird. I'm trying to demonstrate it, but of course I can't. And I do know that it can happen with like normal non-modded Beamng cars, so it could be a Beamng problem. Sometimes it seems more prevalent with this car. I also forgot to mention, one of the few cons of the Bishu Pessima is you can't really push max power. Like I'm pushing as much as I can without blowing on my engine every 30 seconds. And the next one, of course, is the also classic Miata right here. I don't know why the driver's side window is up in this one. Oh wait, no, it is. You just can't see it. But just like it does in real life, this car handles so damn good. It is so much fun. But again, just like real life, it is very hard to drift stock, and it's absolutely hell. And you can't even throw forced induction on this. I don't know why, but you can. But the good thing about this mod is the customization. Look at all the variants this dude's got, bro. He's got multiple different engines, manual and automatic, inline 4, 1.8 liter and V16, 3.0 liter V6, 7.2 liter Hemi, manual and automatic, and a 5.7 liter LS. That's the one I'm looking forward to. Track day, lowrider, race, drag, hill climb, and no drift. But that is not a big deal at all. Go ahead and choose this LS. And without even doing anything, this thing rips, son. It is amazing. Haven't even thrown an angle on this thing. It handles so good. Oh, where are you going? Why are you braking for no reason, bud? Throw some angle and a welded differential on this. And now we got a drift build. And it's really naturally aspirated. But it handles so good. More than enough power, honestly. And of course, the Hemi handles just as good. Absolutely amazing. I've yet to try the V6, but I don't want to. Why would I when I have a Hemi and an LS? Now moving back to some non-modded cars. This one, the Grand Marshal. I don't know. It looks like a Grand Marquis, bro. Throw me off. And just like the Miata, this one has a lot of customization. At least with power. Look, you can literally get a 4.5 liter engine, 5.5 liter engine, and a 6.9, which is obviously the most fun. So it's really got all the power ranges you're gonna need. Some relatively lower power, mid power, and absolutely ridiculous power, which is what this 6.9 liter is. It's gotta be a bare minimum, and I mean bare minimum 900, and a solid 900 at that, dude. But one con, if you can't just tell by looking at it, a little bit long, not enough to where it affects the handling, but it's very heavy. This thing is literally like 4,500 pounds. It is a boat and a half, but it handles so good when it's got the power to back it up. Absolutely amazing. Oh my god. I guess the cops just don't care about me today. This actually used to be my favorite drift car until I found that Bishu Pessima, which has a way better power to weight ratio in my opinion. Also, all the modded cars in this video are going to be linked down in the comments below. This next one barely made it on the list, but I really felt like it deserved it because it's probably the highest powered drift car in this game, not modded in, of course, but it sadly does have a major con, that being the chassis itself. Incredibly long and of course stupidly heavy, which is exactly why I stay in first person for this car, and I get to watch the light go. I honestly don't like first person in most cars in this game because it's just so quiet, you can never hear anything, but this one, it's just so loud, you hear everything, dude. And again, the light is cool. And if I remember correctly, this is apparently a different engine, but it's like 423 cubic inch engine or something like that, and that ends up being like a 6.9 liter, so it might literally be the exact same engine, I don't know. But one thing I know, that Supercharger ain't the same as the others. This is like a stage 4 Supercharger that's hardly on any of the other cars. That's what makes this one so great. Now moving on to the honorable mentions, and I know what you're probably gonna say, it honestly hurt me to put this on the honorable mentions, but it had to be on the list one way or another, and it just could not be on the main list because this one has a decent amount of cons. It can be very, very hard to drift, and it's not just because of the power it has. For some reason, I don't know what it is about this car, but it does not like to straighten up. Like if you're actively drifting sideways, sideways, and you try to straighten up, you gotta fight it so much. It's like there's play in the wheel or something. And if you were to go back and watch Unicorn Interior Cam, when Ken Block did some straighten up, he did not have to do all of this stuff to straighten up. It had grip. Not that this one doesn't, but it doesn't have grip when you're trying to straighten up. But when you're actively sideways on that gas, this thing is very, very fun. And another thing I don't like about this car, which is kind of nitpicking because it doesn't affect the handling of the car, but look how shaky this is, dude. Look at the hood. It's like shaking violently. I know big engines and high power can do that, but not like that much. And it can make like the suspension shake and just mess you all the way up. And unlike a lot of other Unicorn variants I've seen, this one actually has an interior, which is very, very accurate and nice. And one thing I forgot to mention, he's got all this different stuff. Desert Rat, Sand Jumper, Strip, Rally, Cop Cars, Taxi Cars, all sorts of stuff, bro. Now this next one is honestly kind of a 2-in-1. Well, not kind of, it is a 2-in-1. That being this truck that you see right here, and this drift van you see right here. Literally the only difference between these two vehicles is the chassis itself. Exact same engine, same setup as the Grand Marquis car, 5.5 liter engine, 4.5 liter engine, and a 6.9, and it just transfers onto these big gigantic chassis. Of course, both are very heavy and relatively slow drifting, but the truck can be pretty snappy, and of course this one being 5,000 pounds and very long leads to very slow drifting, but fun drifting at that. Okay, oh my god, that was pretty nice. However, both of them got a decent amount of customization. The truck, for example, I mean, look, I got stacks right here popping flames, and then I got this like 1990s Suburban looking thing, literally just with the like a bed up top right there and some stacks, and it's fucking sick. The rear windshield literally goes up like a spoiler. Look at that, dude. It's absolutely amazing, the customization on it. And with the van, dude, I literally made a mystery machine drift car, bro. I mean, what more do I need to say about it? It's amazing. Those are the best handling drift cars in Beamng.G. Let me know if I missed any down below. I hope I see you in the next one. God bless you. Jesus loves you, and have a very good day.